Okay, the next person is Lara. Lara, you're on stream.
Mike
Hello, Laura.
Smoke.
Welcome to the show. Sorry, I can't help
Hi.
it.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey.
So I guess I'll just get right into my situation.
Sure.
Basically,
Sure.
I found out that my mom is cheating on my dad,
Ooh,
and
god
yeah,
damn.
I'm 18. I live with both of them. And I basically found out through reading my mom's Instagram DMs, and my mom doesn't know that I know. My dad doesn't know anything, and I feel like this is a lot of responsibility. So I guess my question is basically if I tell my dad and how I go about doing that. And yeah, I can get more into detail with how I think he would react and stuff, but
I
I guess I'd like to hear your guys'
this
thoughts
is
on that.
this is a tough situation. I've actually heard of this, and for some reason, people that are older just aren't sly about it at all. Like they always do
Yep.
this. It's like they always like it's like you kidding me? Like they don't even have the hoe phone. They don't got any, you know what I mean? It's like okay,
I think it's
so
time to get
this
your mom to give you a PlayStation 5.
No,
Yeah, right.
okay, real quick, like I'm not gonna put too much, shit out there, this or that, or whatever. I've experienced something pretty damn similar, and I didn't go get the PS5, but you need to just tell your dad, like, he's a grown ass man, and to be honest with you, he might know more than what you even think that he knows. Um, and so
are
I
you
would just open up to your dad about it
are
and
you
talk to him.
are you sure? Are you sure that see, I've never dealt with this, but my intuition would be to confront your mom and say that sort of the cat's out of the bag, sort of thing. And
Yeah,
how do you know that I mean, like, without getting into too much detail, are these, like, pretty racy messages or
Yeah,
what?
what are we
um
talking?
Ooh,
oh,
yeah.
she slept with multiple other people.
Oh, shit, okay. Well, that's
Multiple.
definitely
Okay, sorry. I'm
And it started, by the way, like 15 years into their marriage.
oh,
So
boy, and how
it's
many
a
years are we
lot.
in now?
Uh 18, 19, something like that.
Wait,
Are you
you're
sure it's even your dad? Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
No.
I'm very sure. Okay, I
Okay.
don't know. Without getting too much detail, I've basically it's kind of I don't know if you can put yourself in my shoes, but it's kind of intimidating to like take action in this situation. So I've known for like a couple weeks and I know a lot of information. Like I know, it started like once my brother and I were like a little older. It definitely like not since they got married.
I'm
But
so
yeah, it's
sorry.
it's very much so. Like I have proof, like full on.
I'm so sorry. I
okay. Wait, but you don't seem like too distraught. Are you? Is this
Yeah, you
like how
don't.
long have you known? And do you not care about it that much? Like, what's going on with you?
Uh,
You seem very well
I'm
adjusted
thinking
for an
about that.
18-year-old who
That's the
found out
thing.
that like her mom has been cheating on her dad for like fucking 13 years, 15 years.
You would think that I've thought about how I feel like I'm almost not reacting enough. I don't know. I might have to go to like therapy for this later in life, but right now I don't know. I honestly, it sounds bad, but sometimes I'll be just going about my day and I like forget about it. And then I remember I'm like, "Oh yeah, there's this huge thing that like I need to do
Mhm.
something about and it's like a big responsibility." And I don't know. It's
Um,
weird.
just to offer again my perspective on it, it might not even actually feel real to you completely because none of the repercussions have happened yet, right? And I think that's
Yeah.
kind of the scary part about talking to one of your parents about it, whichever one you choose, because then it kind of becomes real. Because right now it's all
Mm,
just over
for
text and
sure.
only you know, and you're not really sharing that with anyone. What are you leaning towards more right now? Is it talking to your dad or talking to your mom about it?
I guess it would probably be telling my dad. I almost wish I could do it in a way that, like, he doesn't have to know it's me. He has the proof, he has the
uh,
information, but, like,
okay.
that's ideally, I don't
Wh-
know,
Why do you
but
want to tell your
I just
dad? Why do
remove
you want to tell
myself.
your dad first instead of your mom? That's the part I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you want to confront your mom first and to like try to understand what the fuck's going on there?
I guess because he's the person I feel bad for, and I feel like I owe something to him. I don't really owe anything to my mom. I don't know if this matters, but I don't think he would leave her. that's again, like, I don't know, I could be wrong, whatever. But I really, just knowing them both, I think they would stay together. So think
I believe
that's
you a
how.
lot. I believe you a lot on that, and that's exactly why I say your dad might already know more than what you think he knows.
Maybe that's what they. I mean, I don't know.
Because I mean, Hassan, even you said it like, or maybe it was Austin. Like, older people are not slick with it. They're just not.
They're terrible with it. Like they
They
just like
really are.
they're like
And
on their public Instagram using
yeah,
that to DM all like the people. Like
yeah.
they don't, you know, they don't have two-step verification. They don't get, you know.
Yeah, I would say I doubt it, but yeah, I guess it is a possibility.
Wait,
But
since you think this about your dad, my advice to you would be to just talk to your mom about it, because it might not be as serious of a, like, I know this sounds crazy, but it might not be as serious of a thing as you feel it is right now, because even though you are their daughter, you really don't know their levels of intimacy, especially at only 18 years old.
Do you,
Um
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, so go
I
ahead,
mean,
Austin.
do you think this is something she's doing behind his back?
We're
I
asking if you
I
think
know
your
it
mom is
is.
a swinger and your dad knows or not.
No, I know for a fact they're not in an open relationship, and I know my mom doesn't think my dad knows, at the very least. There's
What
that.
makes you think that?
She said that.
Right.
One of the messages said that he
Mm.
doesn't. Jesus, even.
But I mean, she could just also think highly of her skills and thinks that your dad is actually clueless, and maybe your dad's dealing with like his own shit and doesn't want to confront it himself either. So
Do you have any inclination to believe that maybe your dad? I mean, your dad's not doing anything either, is he?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's like nothing that's led me to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I guess there's no real way to prove he's not either. But I kind of doubt it.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. In confidence, I don't know whether. I'll be honest, respectfully, I'm not sure what you do in this situation. You know, I don't know if you go to your dad or you go to your mom. I don't know what you do. I don't know what the right thing to do is. It's a very unfortunate position to be in that you've been put in. And I'm not sure what I would do. Adept, it seems like she's had, I mean, whatever context to this, maybe a little bit more than I have.
Mhm.
But
Why were
and
you
Chad
reading your
obviously
mom's
has done it.
DMs?
I mean, to be completely honest, like I wasn't supposed to. Like you can call that immoral or whatever, but like
No.
I
That's
saw
not.
her phone.
I'm assuming that
I
you
saw her
suspected.
phone.
Did you suspect that she
Yeah,
was
I
cheating? Is that
knew.
what?
Yeah, kind of. I knew like she like talks about like friends she has online or whatever, but it's like kind of like weird and yeah. I just like kind of looked at her phone, but yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
My advice, your first step of dealing with this whole situation, because it is going to be a whole entire situation and maybe even at some point life changing for all of you, but I would just start with your mom and don't be scared, you know, try and be just strong and try and be mature and adult about it, because I think one thing that we do as children too is kind of like um I don't know the right word for this, but like fantasize what our parents' relationship is or should be. And then you kind of start to just understand them more, understand what's happening. I'm not saying that like cheating is okay and that they both know and they're both okay with it. That's not what I'm saying at all, but it's just going to be layers to this whole situation.
Yeah.
They might learn to deal
Definitely.
with it, but it's better to know from your dad's point of view probably than not know. Ultimately, it's definitely better for your father to know that this is happening than not know. I assume this is way outside of my purview. I mean, I do not have anything that is even anywhere near this. I have no experience that I can relate to. So I'll be honest, and I assume that it's still like I want to say go. You should talk to a professional about this, but also like how the fuck? I mean, the damage isn't done yet, so I don't know. It's not like
Yeah,
your
I'm gonna,
parents
like, tell
found out and there
her.
was a falling out and now you're like dealing with that and now you feel responsible for it personally. You know what I mean? It's not like that happened already and now you're going to go to therapy for it. It's just so I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a lot for an 18-year-old to have to handle though.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
for
wanna, like,
sure.
also bring down the mood of everyone or anything, like,
Well, this is what
you
we're here
know, I'll
for,
I'll
right?
figure it
I mean,
I know, I'll figure it out,
well, no, we're not trying to
but
tell you that. No, we're happy that you shared it with us.
All I'm saying is that I'm proud of you for being very like taking this seriously like an adult and not freaking
Yeah.
out about it to a degree that it's like kind of confusing to me almost.
yeah,
But
yeah, that's why I just kind of, like, knew that it could have a really big impact on my life, I guess, so I kind of I'm almost, like, sitting on it and, like, really trying to think it through because I know once I do something, you can't really take it back, which I guess is why I'm kind of asking you guys and, because
you
I can't really ask
wait,
people in
are
my
you trying to
personal
figure out
life.
if you should are you trying to get us to give you the go ahead to go tell your dad or not tell anyone and keep it a secret? Because I feel like keeping it a secret is not good for your dad and it's definitely not good for you as well. But revealing this information will then leave you feeling like you were responsible for whatever comes next. But what you could potentially do is maybe schedule some sort of like family counseling or some sort of like relationship therapy where you're a part of the session as well, and then you drop that hot load right there on
Yeah,
that session, so that like it's not, you don't have to burden everything, like you don't have to shoulder the entire responsibility. I think that could potentially be a good way to do it, with like having a mediator there, and then like a professional relationship counselor that would be able to help you out in that regard.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a good idea. I'd have to figure that out. As much as I'm like scared of doing anything, I do like really feel moral responsibility, I guess, to tell my dad because I don't know. I don't think you can just be in a, I don't know, even, and it's kind of a question because right now, if he doesn't know, then he's kind of happy. And, this could like, I don't know, but I do think I have to tell him, even if it, messes
I
some things up.
I completely agree with you, and I'm not trying to steer you away from not talking to your dad. Like when I said you should talk to your mom first, I mean like talk to your mom first, like at 8 a.m. and then tell your dad at like noon. Do you know what I mean? Like just so you
Yeah.
have the
Just
facts and all that.
all I'm gonna say is this last thing. Regardless of what you saw in those messages, your mom and dad might still know. And what I mean by that is like not that your dad knows and is avoiding it. I mean like literally, this is a very weird thing to tell someone about their parents, but like
No,
that.
respectfully, I asked my mom, I said, "Are you guys in an open relationship?" Just I it wasn't I
Oh
did
wait,
say
what? So
that
your
and she's
mom knows that you're
Oh, you just
suspicious?
no, I don't know how to describe this. It sounds so weird. Like I my mom and I don't know, maybe we're kind of close, whatever. It's a very weird relationship now, whatever, but I asked her that without saying I knew about other stuff and she said, "No, like, of course not. No, your dad and I
Ooh.
love each other. We would, we're not. Why would you ask that?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I was just wondering. I saw
Wait,
something. I
but
don't
your
know."
Oh,
mom's
And
not
well,
gonna tell you
she's
anyway.
gotta
You're
know.
your mom's daughter. That's not happening. She's not gonna tell you. What I was simply trying to say is that like she might be like hot wifing. You know what I mean? She might be like increasing the intensity of the like the sexual experience, and that's why she's like saying racy shit like, "Oh, he doesn't know," blah blah blah. That's why I was saying it, but she's not gonna tell you that anyway. Like
yeah.
that's not like something you should be.
Hold on, but I'm gonna address
Wait.
the chat. Chat, you don't fucking know. We don't know. We're just trying to give advice here. We just, like you guys fucking know the situation, like exactly how it's gonna be broken down.
Yeah,
You know what I
chat's
mean?
going
Like, come
full
on.
blown like
Yeah,
control
like
mode over it.
we're going through all the possibilities, and you guys are acting like it's a matter of fact
Yes, because
issue.
they're fucking stupid. I promise
Yeah,
you.
they are.
The best thing to do is never to look at chat. Just let them
Yep.
fucking screech for hours on end. It literally doesn't
Yep.
matter. They have a hive mind. Once you said that, now they're
Yeah.
gonna fucking shit on you every time you open your mouth. So just don't look at what they're
No,
saying.
they won't.
If they like you, they will say like, "Oh, dude, you're great. We love you, Austin." If they don't like you now, they're gonna fucking yell at you. The point is, I think the mediator thing is the move here. I feel like that's the best possible thing to do because you need to not shoulder this entire burden on your own. It's not something that an 18-year-old should deal with. So, like I said, if you have a mediator or a counselor or like a relationship advisor or something like that that is also playing a role here, that could be a good idea. Instead of like dropping this on your dad personally.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a relative that you
okay.
can rely on that is like liked by both
Or
parties?
sibling.
That's maybe like a good.
I don't really know. I don't know about any relatives. My brother's like 14, so this like affects his life too, and I kind of have to think about that.
God.
But yeah, I agree that the mediator thing, I'll definitely take that into consideration. You guys have definitely given me a lot to think about. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and sharing.
Ask your mom to go to a therapist, and then tell your therapist, because you're 18 years old, she doesn't need to like reveal any information to your mom. Tell your therapist like the situation and ask them for advice, and they could probably have a relationship counselor that they could literally suggest to your parents and under the guise of like their best medical advice if you don't know how to get a relationship counselor or anything like that.
Yeah.
Laura,
thank you.
all memes aside from me, like, at the end of the day, we're on a show, so sometimes I kind of just throw in like dumbass, smartass comments here and there. But like I said, I've been through something extremely similar to this. And if you ever feel like you need someone to talk to that, is not too involved and not family and not gonna like hold it over your head or your family's head, like, please feel free to reach out to me personally. Like, my DMs are open, and I just feel for you because I've been there in that kind of weird situation.
And no matter what happens, remember, it is not your fault, okay?
Exactly, yeah.
You should constantly remind yourself of this. You might not be thinking about it at all at this point, but those bad thoughts might come creeping in somewhere down the line, but it's literally not your fault. It is never your fault. You did nothing wrong. No matter which way you go in this decision, you did not do anything wrong here.
Yeah. Well, I am okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Adept. That means a lot. And thanks to all of you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura. Good luck.
Okay, bye.
Bye.